In a wealthy house high in the hills of Carmel lived a woman unlike any other. Her name was Abigail, known for her grace, intelligence, and uncheckable calm. But she was bound to a man whose name meant fool, and he lived up to it in every way. Nabal was harsh, arrogant, a man drunk on his own wealth and deaf to wisdom. Abigail kept the household running, but in silence she watched the storms of pride grow. And one day it exploded. Far from the courts of Saul, David, the anointed, the fugitive, the future king, led his band of warriors in exile. They had protected Nabal's shepherds in the wilderness, fought off raiders, kept the peace. So David sent messengers with a simple request. Peace be to your house. We come in friendship. May we share in your feast? But Nabal laughed. Who is David? Another runaway servant? It was a slap in the face. And David didn't take slaps. David's hands clenched the hilt of his sword. Strap on your weapons, he ordered. 400 men followed him, hearts burning with vengeance. Tonight, there would be no survivors in Nabal's house. Unless someone did the unthinkable. She could have stayed silent, blamed her husband, prayed from the shadows. But Abigail chose something far harder. With no time to spare, she gathered baskets of food, figs, bread, wine, roasted grain. She loaded donkeys, rode into the wilderness, and met the wrath of a king face to face. The wind whipped around her. Dust rose like judgment. David's army approached. And she dismounted. She bowed low. And she spoke. My lord, she said, her voice steady. Let this blame fall on me. My husband's name is Fool, and he has acted as one. But you, David, you are the Lord's chosen. Don't stain your future with bloodshed tonight. Silence. David's eyes burned, but his sword stayed sheathed. He looked at her. A woman of peace, of power, of purpose. And he said, Blessed be the Lord who sent you, and blessed be your wisdom. You kept me from ruin. Abigail had turned away wrath and changed the fate of many. Abigail returned home to find Nabal drunk, laughing, blind to the judgment that had nearly fallen. But the next day, when she told him what had happened, his heart failed. 10 days later, Nabal was gone, and David, he remembered her. He didn't forget the woman who rode alone into danger to stop a king with her words. He sent for her, not as a servant, but as a wife. And Abigail became queen, in waiting beside the future king of Israel. Abigail's story is not about silence. It's about speaking up when no one else will. Not with rage, but with wisdom, strength, and courage. In a world on fire, she brought peace. One woman, one decision, a future changed forever.